Hi everyone, Sid here, back in the bathroom finally. It's been a couple days and my beard has been itchy and scratchy for a couple days now, so there's probably zits galore under this thing. I apologize for the recent drought of videos. I hope to pick that up right now. So today's lather will be Pro Razzo Red, to which I will be adding lavender, tea tree oil, and eucalyptus because it's really hot out there. And the aftershave will be Pro Razzo Blue. So for today's video, I would like to come back to the conversation hacks video, because another thing is that there's a couple topics that I'm really dying to talk about that aren't really ready yet, and I think they deserve to be addressed seriously. So conversing about how to converse is something I can do real quick, and hopefully this will be useful. I would like to talk about basically the art of interrupting without interrupting. I think it's important to be able to do this gracefully, because when you're having a conversation with someone, it's important for both people to be able to express a complete thought with like subject, verb, and complement. But at the same time, you don't really want to get into the whole let me finish thing, where like this is only a problem when both parties disagree on something. I mean, if one person says, I don't know, something like Barack Obama is the best president ever because, and the other person says he sure is, the other person isn't going to be all, oh, let me finish, you didn't let me finish. But on the other hand, if someone starts off, when the person you're speaking to goes off into the ditch, it's important for that person to know that he or she is off in the ditch, or at least that you think that he or she is. Let's make her a woman. So, like, it's important to be able to pose that objection, but at the same time let her be able to express her ideas completely without falling into the whole let me finish thing. And at the same time, what I like about basically this topic is about ways to post objections in a conversational way, as opposed to if you were in court, you can just say objection without saying objection leaving the witness, or objection irrelevant, or whatever. You can just say objection, and I think that the key to interrupt without interrupting is to let that person know that you object to something, and the key tactic is to avoid expressing a complete thought. I'll be right back. I should have added more eucalyptus. You know what? It's not too late. So, where was I going with this? Yes, it's important to let the person know that that they're off in the ditch. But the way that I do it is to avoid expressing a complete thought. So I picked a mistake that's a little neutral. Ooh, you know what? I forgot to take my single blade razor, and I don't feel like opening up the mirror and interrupting, so I'm just going to use the sensor here. So the key ways that I choose, I have three main ways of posting an objection and at the same time letting the other person finish. One of the words is just wrong, and another word, which sadly we don't use that often in society, is just no. I mean, I think that it's a simple way to just say that you disagree with something, and it's not like, let's say, coming back to the example I just said that I was going to go into, this person you're speaking to, she says, since a triangle is a geometric shape that has four sides, it's important to correct her, at least let her know that you have a problem with what she just said, and avoid her going off on this long tangent based on this faulty premise where she says stuff like, a triangle is a shape that has 4 sides, and that's why triangles have these properties. Like when you add up the sum of the angles inside a triangle, it always totals 360 degrees, and blah 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 blah. And at the end, at the end of her rant, you go, yeah, but a triangle has 3 sides. So the 3 main words that I use to object without interrupting the person is no, wrong, and straw man. I think that, and again, if you agree with the person, you just say, it's not really an issue. But if, let's say, the person is misrepresenting you in some way, it's important to let her know, yet while at the same time letting her continue to speak with complete thoughts with subject, verb, and complement. And one of the main reasons I like to do this is, first of all, it lets you kind of vent, because even though the person said something that you find disagreeable, if you just, pose that quick objection, it's kind of like placing a bookmark that you both know that you want to come back to later. And it lets you continue to listen to what the person is saying, instead of basically pretending to listen where really you're preparing your response to what she's saying. So to just point that little no or wrong can be useful for that. Like, since a triangle is a square, a triangle is a shape that has 4 sides, wrong, then at least when she goes to how the angles add up to 360 degrees, she should know that at some point she said something that you find objectionable. I'll be right back. And another thing I like about posting quick objections when you have a problem with what the other person is saying is that it lets you gauge the conversation. Because if you're exchanging ideas with someone and you've let her go on, and you've already said like no or wrong, or she's straw manning you, just a quick straw man, as opposed to saying that is not my position or that is a straw man, that really has a much higher likelihood of actually interrupting the person. But if the person goes on and you've already posted like 3 or 4 objections and the person doesn't even acknowledge them, not even saying, okay, I'll finish up real quick, and then we can address whatever you find wrong with what I just said. Or sometimes, and I think this is ideal, the person would ask you, what's wrong with what I just said, and give you a chance to address it. But if you've already posted 3 or 4 objections, and the person you're speaking to, she doesn't even acknowledge them, then you know that something's up and that you're not really in an honest and open conversation. And then you can you can treat it as you will. I mean, it's something that I try to avoid, but I've been in a couple situations where the person is saying things that I find wrong, and either not acknowledging my objections or even saying outright, I don't really care about your objection. And although I do what I can to avoid them, if I really think that this person isn't interested in having an open and honest conversation, and that really the person is using me as some kind of receptacle for their monologue, that they don't really care what's going on, then I'll just speak over the person, and we'll just both be talking. We'll just both be talking at the same time, and at least it's going to be explicit to both of us and the people who may or may not be watching us that there's not a conversation going on here, it's something else. And, you know, it's not something that I like doing. Part of the reason why I have this as a topic to begin with, I mean, it's important for me to let the other person finish, but it's also important for me to be a part of the conversation and not just some human receptacle for whatever the person feels like unloading on their mind, or at least not unless I agreed to have that happen in the first place. So, I think that covers everything, and the timing's almost perfect. So I'd like to thank you for watching this. I'll apply the aftershave off camera, and please feel free to leave comments under here. If you have anything you'd like to add or questions, I'll gladly address them. Please like and share these, and what would really help me out is subscribing to my YouTube channel. And you can also follow me on Tumblr and Twitter. Links to all of these are under this video below. So thank you once again for watching. You will see me back very soon, and I will speak to you soon, hopefully with one of these topics that I'm really itching to talk about, and if not, I'll find something else. So thanks again, you take care, I'll see you soon.